Thanks for purchasing your new Pure Spin Diamond Face scoring wedge by DW Golf. This short game video, Attack the Pin, features a variety of shots by John Houston and Jerry Pate, and instruction by PGA teaching pro Ken Soroy, and is hosted by television sports anchor Gary Cruz.
Hi everyone, I'm Gary Cruz here at the Stonehouse course of the beautiful Temecula Creek Inn. And you saw John Houston and you saw Jerry Pate, PGA pros, really hit some tremendous shots from in close. That's where the game of golf really teaches you to score. And by doing that, you become a better golfer. Of course, you win a few bets. And by the way, we're going to learn something about that short game from PGA professional Ken Soroy from suburban Chicago. Ken, what are you going to tell us today? Because I'm an average golfer. Trust me, very average. I need some help.
Well, it's great to be here today with you, Gary. And we're going to hit a variety of shots today for the short game. We're going to start at about 100 yards, work our way down to a long pitching wedge shot, to a long bunker shot, and then to shots around the greens.
Beautiful. Okay, let's get started, pro.
Well, now we're about 100 yards out. We're going to hit a couple of shots that we call a knockdown shot. We have a large wind behind us, and we have the pin in the back, and it's a downhill lie.
Okay, well, let's see exactly what you're talking about. Show us this technique.
Really, to hit this shot, Gary, you really have to set up to this in a little different way than you might your normal wedge. We're going to play the ball slightly towards our back foot, which causes our hands in that situation to be a little bit more forward. Now, with the setup, the ball back, we need to open our body to the target, because this shot really requires you to use your arms and your body together. You're not going to be using your wrists very much. So let me demonstrate this for you. We'll take about a 3/4 swing back and let the arms and the body work together. See that ball spin?
That's a fantastic shot. Big question though. The amateur golfer, the average guy like Gary Cruz, what's the biggest common mistake we make?
You know what I see, Gary, in that situation? A lot of times the amateur player, they're trying to hit a knockdown shot. They have a tendency to use their arms a little too much without using their body. They become very wristy, and they come through and they decelerate, and they end up hitting a skull shot or a fat shot. So once again, let me demonstrate. The key on this, hitting this knockdown shot, is to let the body and the arms work together. Very little risk in this situation, and watch the follow-through. The follow-through is somewhat low. It's not a real difficult shot if you set up to it properly.
That might go in the hole. Oh my goodness.
To recap the knockdown shot: 3/4 swing, arms and body work together, low follow-through.
John Houston and I have now found this very difficult long greenside bunker shot. John, how can the Pure Spin help average golfers hit this tough shot?
Well, Jerry, how about if I just show you?
Okay. Boy, it's a difficult shot. Man, look at that ball spin. That's how the Pure Spin's 52-degree loft and 4-way cambered sole can help you play this shot too.
Oh boy, Ken, I'll tell you what. We have ourselves a little bit of a dilemma here. I put you in a fine mess here in this bunker. I'd much rather be 100 yards back using the Pure Spin wedge to knock it up on the green because, well, tell us what we have here. This is a monster shot. I'm getting out of your way.
We have a situation now that we're about 35 to 40 yards away. Probably, like Gary said, one of the most difficult shots in golf. This is a little different than your normal greenside bunker. There's a couple of things that you should look at in trying to attempt this shot. First of all, we have to dig into the sand with our feet because we're taking a little bit more of an aggressive type move through the ball. As we might normally have our club face open pretty dramatically on a greenside bunker, for this 35-yard bunker shot, we're going to close the club face down to achieve more distance. It's very, very important in this shot to be aggressive and to trust your swing and to take a little bit less sand. And by that I mean, normally we might take about 2 inches of sand, but now we may only take about 1 inch of sand. So with that, we'll try to be aggressive through the shot, good arm speed, and execute.
You'll take that shot every day
I'll
of the
take
week.
it just to get out.
What is a realistic goal out of a long bunker shot?
Just to get it out of the bunker and maybe get it on the green.
To recap the long bunker shot, close club face, widen stance, take less sand, and trust your swing.
All right, Kent, we are in Gary territory right here. This is where I like to be. Why don't you set this up
All
for
right,
us?
well, Gary, we've got a lot of green to work with here. A little bit of fringe to carry, so it's a scoring shot. You really got to get it up and down. You know, and John Houston, he's one of the best at this, so that's where he's at. Let me watch you hit a couple shots.
Okay, I'll show you where I'm at.
Okay.
Here we go.
See how we do. Well, not too bad. Not too bad. Let me give you a couple of pointers here.
All right.
I think, first of all, let's move the ball back, because I think you had the ball too far forward in your stance. Let's move it back towards your right foot.
Okay.
There you go. Now, since we've done that, the hands will be more in front of the ball.
Okay.
All right. Now, the other thing, I think you had your weight too evenly dispersed, so let's move the weight a little bit more towards your left. Okay. So you got to remember, ball back, weight forward. All right?
Okay.
Good. Just use your arms and shoulders. Very good. Let's see where that goes.
Oh, my.
Great shot.
Way to go, pro.
All right.
To recap the long chip shot, ball back, weight forward, use arms and shoulders only.
This shot is the average golfer's nightmare. 20 to 30 yard pitch over a bunker with very little green to work with. What makes this shot even more difficult is that I'm coming out of the light rough. From this position, I'm going to need to be able to attack the pin. To do that, I'm going to need optimal spin and control coming out of this light rough. Let's see how the Pure Spin's diamond face holds the green. Now that's the kind of performance you need to shoot lower scores, and that's what the Pure Spin can do for your game.
Oh, boy, this is a situation that amateur golfers find themselves in almost on a daily basis. We have missed another fairway, folks. We are in the light rough. Now, Ken, here is a scenario here. We have a pretty strong wind at our back to a green here that is very, very dry and fast. Now, to make matters even worse, we've got a huge bunker to try and get over. Help me, pro. Get me out of this
I'm
mess.
going to try, Gary. I'll tell you, it's a lot easier with my Pure Spin, but before I execute that shot, I've got to give you a few pointers. Let's talk about our ball position. With a lob shot, we really need to place the ball a little bit more forward in our stance because we're trying to hit really on the upward side of the ball. Next, I want to have my weight pretty evenly distributed. Thirdly, a very important factor in hitting this lob shot is to hinge the wrist. In other words, pick the club up abruptly. The reason for this is as we come down through the ball, the club will be in a descending blow and it'll pop the ball up. Let me show you. Open club face, ball position a little forward, and pick the club up with your wrists.
Boy, Ken, that was a gorgeous
worked
golf
out.
shot. And you can't be afraid to hit the ball, can you?
No, you've got to accelerate through it.
To recap the lob shot, open club face, ball forward, use wrists, and accelerate through.
All right, well, listen, I've got another treat for you. We're going to the beach. Boy, I'll tell you what, when most of us get into a bunker, a sand trap, we become terrified. I'm talking about the amateur, the average golfer, the high handicapper. Should we be terrified?
Really shouldn't. It's really one of the easiest shots in golf, Gary. But when someone's terrified, they become tense, and when they're tense, they become quick. And that increases their arm speed, and it's just deadly results.
Now, we can get out of this bunker with one of these, can't we, the Pure Spin?
It's a great versatile club, Gary. You know, it's got 8 degrees of bounce, a 4-way camber sole, 52 degrees of loft, and I'll tell you, even from this shot, it's a very, very good club.
Now, you're the pro, so you're going to help me get out of this bunker,
Absolutely.
okay?
Let's line it up here.
Okay.
Now, bunker shot, wide stance, okay, good. Open stance, which open to the target because their club face is open. Okay, so you have to swing your body even more to the left. There you go. That's it. Hands slightly in front of the ball, hands slightly in front. Okay, good. Now, remember, good arm pace, nice and smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that thing bite.
Boy, not bad at all.
To recap the greenside bunker shot, open stance, hands forward, keep swing smooth.
Let's go up and putt that thing. Boy, I sure like to get this in the hole.
You know, Gary, I've got the answer for you. It's the new Pure Spin diamond insert putter.
All right.
Give it a try.
Okay.
It feels great.
All right.
I'll get the pin for you.
Tell you what, this feels very nice. Let's see. This looks like a little, maybe inside the right edge. We'll see if we can get it up there. Boy, very nice feeling stick you got here. Nice, nice flat stick. Here we go.
Get in there.
Oh, I love this putter.
What do you think?
Man, where can I get one of these?
You have to wait till the next video.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
Great
Did you see
putt.
that thing go down?
My ball, though.
Okay. We'd like to thank PGA pros John Houston and Jerry Pate and the folks here at Temecula Creek Inn for a beautiful day of golf instruction. And Kent, along with this Pure Spin wedge and some practice, boy, that amateur golfer has a great chance of doing some wonderful things.
You know, I never see enough of the amateurs practicing their short game. I always see them trying to hit the long ball, but I'll tell you, if they spend some time from 100 yards in, they'll learn to score.
You're going to win with Pure Spin. We'll see you all later.
And now, some other fine Pure Spin products from DW Golf. Your Pure Spin wedge can be fitted with a filament-wound graphite shaft made to Tour specifications exclusively for DW Golf. It comes in a medium wedge flex. To complete your Pure Spin wedge set, DW Golf offers the Pure Spin in a 56-degree sand wedge and a 60-degree lob wedge, both with their proprietary diamond crystal coating and both with their exclusive lifetime wear guarantee. Available with the True Temper dynamic light shaft or DW Golf's filament wound graphite shaft. New from DW Golf is our Pure Spin diamond insert putter in 6 models from traditional blade and cavity back to face balance heel toe weighted editions. All come equipped with graphite shafts and a lifetime wear guarantee. The diamond insert keeps the ball in the face longer, giving you a truer roll and softer feel. The Temecula Creek Inn is a beautiful 80-room resort with 27 holes of championship golf located 2 hours east of Los Angeles. For more information on the Temecula Creek Inn and their outstanding golf packages, call 1-800-642-GOLF. That's 1-800-642-4653.